I like how my mic decided to die right when I started my stream. My mic will only work as long as I don't say my intro, apparently. So I guess you guys have heard it enough times that you know where we are and what we're doing. Uh, Yesterday, we had my stream was interrupted because my kid got really sick. She's still pretty sick, but hopefully tonight she will sleep through the night and I don't have to stop to go clean up all her vomit again. Um, but you know, that's the joys of being a parent. Okay, so yesterday we did finish our aqueduct. It flows in here. We have a wonderful basin of water. We have water that flows down here. This place is being filled up with water. Everything seems to be working good. So now, it's time to revamp our industry here so that we can start working towards our final two monuments here. It's a lot, to be honest. Sorry, that's my wife giving me the updates on the kid. Everything's going well so far. Okay, let's see here. Uh, okay, so this isn't needs access to water. I don't get it. I don't understand. How how does one get this to be accessed water dependent? I don't understand. Whatever. Earth cultivator is the thing that we're going to be putting all of our time and energy into anyways. It is so big though. I mean, it does technically cover a lot of stuff here. I really want to have it like up here somewhere. So that covers the most of what we do. So let's. Okay, that does cover almost everything. It doesn't hit this area down there, but it does get most of the place where all, as long as it gets where they sleep, I think that's all that really matters. So I think that's a good spot. First things first, let's put this mine in real quick. Just so I can make sure when I put this in, it doesn't clip. It's gotta be here more. I guess my original place was the best. Okay. This needs to be put on the ultra lowest setting though. Actually, I don't need that right now. Technically, I don't really need to have this placed until I'm more set up, but it's fine. Our main goal is now there, so... Okay, so we need uh, metal block, street planks, gears. We have almost 1,000 metal blocks, so I don't know if we really will need to expand the metal. I mean, we do have 16 open jobs. We have a lot of scrap. Alright, let's do it. I mean, I don't even need that, do I? Well, let's see what happens when they build it. I may or may not need that. I don't think I do because it's connected to this, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so that should give us all the metal we need. Yeah, even though it's on lowest priority, there's still whaling all of our supplies in there. Still don't have wood or planks, so I probably should increase our forest stuff. Hmm. Alright. That should help with the trees, maybe? Only one way to find out, really. Alright, in the meantime, let's look at what we got going on here. We did just make all of this area green, so it might be worthwhile to do something with it. Only we could get it a little bit further. We could do a tunnel. It's way more expensive than just blasting out a hole and putting dirt on top, though. Or is it? No, it's 6 planks. It's the same. And then I don't have to use the dirt. Okay. You know, now that I think about it, I could have sealed these and had the water come out like right there and power that. Do I want to do that? It wouldn't flow down there then. Hmm. I mean, the question is, do I really need to make all this green? Kind of want to, but do I have to? Not really. I guess we'll just start with what we got, and if we want to do more with that tunnel later, we can refangle it. Probably just drop 2 squares, like the 3 squares out here, put a dam on top, let it flow down into that, so that way this whole top level flows at the same rate. Maybe that's what we'll do. But for now, And then because we're trying to save money, we won't necessarily work on this tunnel project till later because they're still working on this one that's under here, I think. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, they've made some progress. We now to figure out what to delete in here. Oh, that some of that might need to stay. But I mean, look how many planks we just got back. That's so many. That's the best thing about this tunneling is that since I don't really need the scaffolding, I get most of that wood back. And if I knew, took the time to actually like work out how many squares you can place and all that other good stuff, I'd probably save a ton more, but I'm not super worried about it. I'm not trying to be the best, I'm just trying to get these wonders built. Well, you pretty much took everything, guys. Still need to be able to build stuff. Okay, we almost maxed out our cracker storage, which is fantastic. We have 10k food, which is like the most food I've ever had. Still slacking in the pastries department, but that's okay because we just barely got these things built. So, all right, we are gonna need a lot more treated planks, so we need to figure out how to fit them in here somewhere. I mean, ideally, I'd like them to go straight across. Could potentially fit a maximum of 2, it looks like. Yeah, 3 won't fit. Well, I could do that, and then... Oh, shenanigans. Now I just need power. Uh... That should power all 3 of those. And now we have them all connected. Okay, so we will also have to turn all of our gear workshops back on. We might need more of those because we need 2,000. At this rate, it'll take so many hours. Uh, 10 by 10? I don't... It's what, 10 by 10? And power is low right now. It's because I'm still fiddling with all this stuff. It's alright. I may end up just doing what I was originally planning on doing and just run this through. I mean, ideally, we'd want it just to go straight into those. Then we'll have the problem with the mountain. So... we're gonna have that problem no matter what we do, huh? Unless we funnel it into a single. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not great either. Could do that. And then at least do a double. There, that way we get the maximum amount of green possible up on top while still forcing water through there. This may not be the best idea and this may backfire, but it is something, I guess. All right, that means that this needs uh, okay, and then once those are done, we can put in the dam. And that should allow water flow through without affecting the water over here. Hopefully. Bad water. This technically I'm just filling this basin so I can have water during droughts. But it's our power system right now. It just flows out down here anyways, so it's technically locked in right now because I'm trying to fill this basin. I haven't quite figured out the best way for that to work. So let me just fast forward time a little bit here so this actually fills. But I guess I should probably put the contamination barrier around the edge of this thing. It's technically an overhang, but I don't know if that matters. Yeah, I know there's no power until this fills up. It's not a super big deal. Oh yeah, back to contamination barrier. I guess. Just do the whole edge. We may have to go back a little bit farther because this is an overhang, but I don't know. For now, I think that should work. All right, now how much? As soon as this stabilizes, and we can see how much it's actually getting. Should be getting double that. Yeah, we'll have to wait a while. Because that's going to fill surge, fill surge, fill surge until it figures out what it wants to do. Man, you guys are going to town on that even though I told you to build that at the slowest rate. It's fine. It's not like I needed metal blocks for anything except for all the stuff that we had built. Oh, you guys already put that dynamite in? Cool beans. Alright, I only needed a single there. Why did I put a double? Dang it. Whatever. Ooh, but if I do that, then they can't then build. Uh, do I care? You know what? I guess we'll just leave this open for now. And I finally have put enough stuff in this level that my PC is struggling. Too much is going on at the same time, I guess. In fact, give me a minute. Let me see what exactly is using all my processing power. Like nothing. It's just the game is too much. Oh well. Alright. I think this should have balanced out a little bit. Still not nearly as much power as we were making before. So that is just a dead spot. There's nothing I can do about that. I don't understand. There's water there. Why is that dirt dry? This has been driving me bonkers for days now. I do not understand how to fix that problem. Now that we could do tunnels too, we could bust a tunnel all the way down this way and get this area all green too. Shoot, we could get almost all of this green. We could turn this into a big basin. Really wanted to. It's not touching the roof, so it doesn't have cross-hatch markings. Okay, but then why is everything else green? I mean, I understand that I can't get the water all the way to the roof, but the water's, but it's all of it. You see what I'm saying? Like, why is it only this one patch when this whole area is water? See what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand. And I can't get this water any higher without, why are you, only one of you working? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I can't get this water any higher without replacing this setup here, and I kind of need it. Well, I know I know that water only turns things green a certain distance. I think it's 16 if it's 3 wide, 12 if it's 2, and 8 if it's 1 wide, like a single strip, I believe. But even with that, like the dry spot's like right here, right? And water like that, it's in the middle. Like if it was on the edge, I could understand, but since it's in the middle with all this water, all the water is at the same level. So I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's just going to drive me bonkers, and I don't think there is a solution for it because I don't have a way to make the water in here higher, really. Oh man, that works so much better now than it used to. I'm so glad I changed that. It's water watering the edges? I don't think so. I don't know, actually. I think it's just one of those things I'm gonna have to just deal with it. Oh, oh, I see what you're saying. That might work. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to try, right? Okay, we're dealing with. I need a way to know exactly what spot that is. So it should be there-ish? Let's find out. I guess I should actually watch to see if it's working or not. You guys, you have 1,000 dirt. You should be able. Oh, I guess it's nighttime. Fair enough. It's like you should be able to build that real quick. Man, our underground farm is looking fantastic. I can't wait to delete all this wood. Get all these planks back. Guess I can get rid of some of it now. Do I want to get rid of the bottom layer? Should be fine, I think. Gotta find out which one of these are supporting beams so I can get rid of the rest of them. Looks like most of this row can go. this row has to stay, though. Oh, that piece can go. Okay, so we need that one. So far, so good. We're recovering most of the planks. Alright, let's go check on our dirt clod. Is that in now? Yes, dirt is in. Water level has dropped because of the flood, because of the bad tides. So that's expected. We can mitigate that with our emergency thing down here. I guess it is 1.5, huh? Oh, it looks like that worked. That dirt block was a great idea. That fixed it. Sweet. Okay, so that is one problem solved. Actually, which is amazing. Okay. Industry looks okay. This has been, alright, roughly 2,000 power, give or take. So literally this is just what's using the power that we don't have. That's fine, I guess. It's gonna put windmills in anyways. I don't know where to put them now, though. Ooh, I could. Well, then I can't have the ones on the top. Hmm. Yeah, because that needs the 3x3. I don't know if it matters which way the space is, though, to be honest. Okay, so I need to do a little remodeling here. Wait, they can be hard against the wheels? Oh, okay. What's wrong with that? Why won't it? Oh, stupid. This thing. That's fine. I was going to redo that anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, if that's the case, then I could... I don't need all of that. Why is that close to a district, but this one isn't? Whatever. I guess we'll have them all face the same way. Oh, that's the stupid zip line again. Man, as useful as they are such a pain. Um, I guess technically I don't even need this row, do I? That would save me a ton of supplies. Although it would make it easier to walk over there and put it all in. Yeah, I know. I know the warehouse trick. I'm just trying to figure out an easier way to get down here to set all these up without having to just build them one by one, but I think it'll just be easier on me if I just do it the old-fashioned way and I know, but there's no access up here. Just do that, and then hopefully just do one at a time back across because beavers are too dumb. But that should allow us to get all the extra power we need until this tunnel's built. Do you guys not have a way over here? Technically not at the moment, huh? Okay, let's just build a path over there, I guess. There, now I should be able to build all that junk. There they go. Then, since I'm here, I can actually get up there and build that stupid thing. I mean, not like this is actually that important at all. It it makes no difference if they go over here. And I put this in because I needed all that dirt in the beginning to fill this whole area in. But now that I don't need as much dirt, it's not super important to have a zip line over here. Just for convenience, I'm going to put it back in, but and this, hopefully they stopped using all of my supplies. Nope, they used all of my supplies. Wow. I knew I shouldn't have put this in until I was ready. But it's fine. It's fine. So you think I should have a station up here? Hmm. I mean, they already have one over here, but I guess if I'm going to have water run through here and make this green, I guess it wouldn't hurt to have another station up there. Oh, they got one built. Okay, cool. I mean, it did add an extra 100, so I guess that doesn't hurt. But now we're at 3,100 because everything's actually built over here. should probably knock a hole in that too. Just do one for now. I don't think I really need more than that. It's just for emergency water. Why are you guys thirsty and hungry? Do I need to put more water along the walkway here? I mean, I have it at the station. Go, get some water, guys. Like, if you're thirsty, drink. Well, at least we have water down here. This is the first map that I didn't make a super big water station, like a big aqueduct, or like turning like this big chunk into a thing of water. I was like, why is there getting water? And then I realized, oh, they must have popped this. Oh, don't do that. It does drain really slowly with just one though, so that's probably pretty good. And water should be flowing over here anytime now. I like having this lower than the thing because it just works so much better. I had it at the same level and it was just a nightmare. Ideally, I should dynamite all the way down so it's the same level as this, so that I have the least amount of time fixing the bad tide, but I don't have the patience for that right now. Maybe one day. Why are you guys going this way when you can go? Oh, that's why. You know, just until I get a bridge or I get that built. Let me just put a temporary bridge on it. Never used bridges before, so we'll just do it real quick. Just so that we can actually say we used them. Man, they made progress on this. They've already got all the metal blocks. That's crazy. Looks way different than the other one. They really want this built. I don't know what to tell you. I have it on the lowest building, and everything else is way higher. And they're just like, no, we want this. So you gotta give the beavers what they want, I guess. They are working hard. Okay, in the meantime, it's just not filling up. Okay, let's just turn everything off for now. Fill this up. Get water where it's supposed to be. That's just for an emergency. This holds water like forever. It's amazing. It's also going to drive me bonkers that this is here and not there. I've been looking at that going slowly insane, but I can't afford to destroy that right now. That barely ran out of water. It's amazing that it lasted so long without any water at all. Okay, and our water is still in the basin. Okay, this is probably like a 0.10, I want to say. Because this needs to fill up high enough. Let's see what happens at a 0.10. Because I do need the water to flow back down in here. So maybe I'll just leave this open for right now. So we don't actually have to have this full of water. That is flowing, so that means this is filling, which is good. Oh, this water? Sure, I can show you. Okay, so it comes across the top like that, and then when the water's high enough, it fills through the dam system, which drops it down to this tunnel that we made. It comes over here, drops over here into our lower basin here, and fills this with water. Which means I may need to knock out these so it flows a little faster. Maybe. I don't know. I've not decided yet. I think it probably would be best because I need this to be full. It does fill just really slowly. Because this won't fill until this area is full, so maybe I'll do the 3 just so that it actually like flows faster. Have a sluice here. Um, No, because because this water is supposed to be it's supposed to be flowing here all the time, so I don't really need a sluice to stop this water from flowing. Cause see, this filled up already, even with just the one sluice there. Nah, this is good. Having a sluice here would just fill the tunnel, which I don't necessarily need to have that tunnel full of water. Unless I want to like specifically control these, but I think it should be fine keeping it at a 0.10. Maybe. We'll see. If I put in the triple sluice gate here, I may have to put in a triple here just to define how often this is open or closed, but I think the 0.10 is working because this was able to fill up and then go back to its normal height, so one may be enough. We'll see how it goes over time. I'm not an expert at this or anything, so I kind of just experiment, let stuff happen organically. And eventually I'll put in the levee and dam here where this bridge is to control the water flow over here. Because I don't necessarily have to have power during droughts, but I do need to have water to keep everything alive, so. And I'm so glad that they fixed how power is done. It makes things so much better. I honestly can't wait to finish this so that I can play with the Iron Teeth and use their subway system because I'm going to make some cool stuff with that. Man, you really put so much work into this. This is amazing. Oh, okay. So you know what? Once we get all the treated planks that we need for this, the 2000, I'm going to delete all these and put in gear factories. So I don't really need treated planks for much. Uh, I I started this while it was still in experimental mode. But yes, this is my first run with the update 7 functions. Because I'm in experimental mode, I don't know if they actually released update 7 or not yet. Ah, the 8th? Okay. But yeah, I ran this in experimental just because I wanted to see the zip lines and this cool new multi-layered farming system. I didn't realize that none of that would matter to me as much as the tunnels do. The tunnels change this game for me 100%. And the fact that you can farm underground now is fabulous. Like, this is just so cool. It is super time consuming, though. Oh, you guys are districting out. Okay. Thought you'd actually be able to do this without me having to put pathways in. That's fine, I guess. Oh, you're complaining because that's the ground level. Alright, well, we can fix that too. Okay. So we have a path. You can reach most of that stuff now. Now I need a path down here. Shoot. I mean, technically the path is supposed to go this way. But because I'm building all the upper stuff first, I guess it doesn't really matter if I do this bottom stuff right now. The goal really is just to get all the top 2 layers done. I wanted this to be only 2 layers deep, but this stupid thing. I mean, the tunneling has just been more functionally useful for me. So I don't have to like dynamite out this whole thing and make a big stretch and then put dirt on top, which would have taken forever. Whereas I can just do a quick little tunnel system like this now. Look how far I've already gotten. I'm not even trying. And then when this finishes, I'll have even more power. Because right now well, that one always gets shitty power. This one's like 130. Okay, hey, we're not doing too bad. Not doing too bad with the extra windmills. We're covering that power gap that we were having before. We may not even need to do this. This is just for fun now. Come on, one of you stupid beavers, go in here. I want to see you use this thing that I spent all this time and money on. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's not nearly as cool as the stuff for the iron teeth, but at least you guys are having fun. Oh, but you got your kid with you. That's nice. Yeah, I definitely prefer the iron teeth faction. They're 100% better. Oh, you got rid of all the scrap now. Okay. Uh, do I still need scavengers? No, I don't need it if I have the mine, right? Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's not really that much when you're looking at 2,000 of everything, but uh, I mean, large water pumps are cool. I will admit, I do like them. It's a lot less micromanaging the water because I just put in these 4, and that's more than enough for my colony. But the underground storage, no, I at first I thought it was awesome, but not really. I mean, the problem is that yes, it does hold 1,000, which is cool, but it's easier just to get a bunch of these and stack them on top of each other. It's much harder. You can't because you can't stack these. You have to have them in the ground, and you can't put them on top of scaffoldings or anything like that. So it's kind of, meh. It is good in the sense that it does its job, but functionally for me, it's much easier just to use the Iron Teeth stuff. Oh, I didn't think that. I didn't think about that. You can start them with dirt now, can't you? I guess that might be cool. I don't know. With my Iron Teeth playthrough, storage was never like a problem. I mean, I guess it's not really a problem in this one either, but I like to build skyscrapers, I guess, like this nonsense that I have sitting up here, which looks stupid as hell, but I love it. Got both dance halls and all sorts of fun stuff inside, so when you build a bunch of skyscrapers, having things that are forced at the bottom kind of, I don't know. Like I said, this is my first time actually making it this far with this faction. I've never been able to build this thing with this faction before. There are definitely pluses and minuses for both factions. I think I just prefer the Iron Teeth, just because. Honestly, the big thing is because I really want their subway system. That seems so much more functional to me than this crazy zipline nonsense. Because apparently beavers can build in the tunnels. They can't build on these zip lines. And the fact that they changed power to be like the subway tunnels for the Iron Tooth faction just changed power dramatically. It's so much better now. That little thing made such a huge difference. Okay, why are we slowing down? Pine resin? What? You don't have pine resin? Are you kidding me? Did my pine trees actually die? Or something? Why are these not? I mean, I could always put more pine trees down, but yeah, the vertical T shafts. Oh, it's so awesome. I was looking at that the other day when I was putting in the carousel. I was fiddling around with this. The fact that you could just like branch off from these things, so good. Okay, our slowdown is definitely plank production because all of our planks are going into our tunnel systems. Which is okay, because any planks that go into this tunnel, at least, we get back. Planks in our other tunnel, though, we get most of them back. Mostly because I haven't really figured out the exact spacing for all the planks to go down. Or ceiling supports. Do we have enough power now? Ooh. Still a little low, huh? Oh, it's because these aren't actually working all the time. Duh. See, that's what I thought. But the problem is that in application, it's not always like that, which is what causes me issues. Because, like when you see when I built this up here, like I never had more than a gap of 3. And some of these can be destroyed, but others, like, will not. They're supporting too much or something. I don't know. And like in here, like there is more than a gap of 3 on this side, but this one is apparently holding it up. But then when I come over here, like I only needed the 1, 2, 3, like the little a couple to keep this section in. But as soon as I started expanding, it got really weird. Like all of these are holding something up now, and like all of these are, but I just don't like. I think this is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should technically, I guess, be 3 and 3. I don't know. It's just really weird when you get into the underground stuff. Like ideally, I would like to not have strips of supports down here. I'd like it to be like this, just like 1 or 2 supports, keeping a huge area, but it won't do that all the time. So I don't know. I'm just pushing tunneling to the limit because I never really had tunnels before to play with, so I didn't even realize they were a thing until halfway through this playthrough. That's why I have so many tunnels going on right now, is because I just found them out. I don't really use the platforms either. Guess that wouldn't be terrible. But I need so much space for stuff to grow properly that I don't know. Why did you guys go into the wall here? Damn it, beavers. Is that why all this is screwed up? Is because you guys have carved into the wall? You're not supposed to have done that. I don't know. I think as I play with tunnels more, I'll get better at making them. This was just literally an experiment that I started to see if it would work. And now that it does work, I'm all about it. That's why you can see this field that I have down here this was my original tunnel. It's just this square or rectangle, I guess. And I had to like figure out how to make it all work. And now that it does work, I've just slowly started expanding it to have one big huge field, which is not even necessary to be honest. Like I don't really need food. I have too much food So I don't even need to do this. Oh, see, that one is causing a problem, and I don't know why. Damn it. That's fine. That's fine. It was this one, wasn't it? Yep. Really need a secondary path. Well, I guess I'll finish all this stuff and then I'll make the path. To be honest, I don't know how much of this I actually want flooded water. I may just keep this part back here for actual farming stuff. But that being said, I don't really need any of it because I have plenty of food. And I have like half the beavers that I did with iron teeth. That just shows how much a difference zip lines make, is that I was able to do all this with half the beavers. Whoops, that's not the right thing at all. Okay. They are making progress. It does not seem to be affecting anything, so we are good. You guys are doing good up here. These are all super full. Yeah, we have so much food right now. Yeah, we're getting there, slowly but surely. I mean, I will probably have to dynamite all of this section up here just to actually give myself some room to play with this green. But I have a lot of dynamite, so that's not that big. In fact, what I should do is make use of the resources that are actually up here. I love hearing that dynamite go off every now and then. You guys finished building this mine yet? No. Gears and treated planks. All these are working? We might have to put in more plank builders. I mean, maybe not, because we are using most of the planks for all the tunneling stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. It's one every 1.3 hours. That needs one every 3 hours. So one of these can provide to 3 of those. That's one every 3 hours. So one of those can provide to 3 of those. Maybe we have enough? It looks like we do. I'm debating whether or not I should put these few berry bushes back in. It doesn't really matter. We're not actually consuming berries, so. We do have a lot bigger forest now. I am tempted, though, just to build some of these Badwater rig things just to see how they work. Because I know the dome is just open or closed, which I guess if I didn't want a Badwater source, that would be good. And this one gets stuff out of there, but I don't know. I think this would be more useful on a different map. Because I only have the 2 Badwater sources and I'm actually using them. It's not like the Iron Teeth where sealing those is a bonus because you use them during droughts. You guys struggling with gears? Yeah, I figured. Gears are definitely slow. Oh, you never built this thing here? Oh my god. No wonder why everything's all messed up. There we go. That should cut down their travel time a little bit. They're definitely making progress. Yo, this little lumberjack is going crazy on these dead trees. Alright, there is a couple more well-being things that I need to build. Mud pits. Ooh, okay. Does not require to be on the ground, which is good. Kind of thinking I might need to leave this open so I can store more foodstuffs. We do have so many foodstuffs, though. I mean, I've kind of done that with this one. And it was a pain in the ass, but I was able to get them all technically connected. Even though I really would have liked these two to be connected together, but they're not. Anyways, mud hits. Well, problem with skyscraper stuff is that it's always a little tricky to get all this stuff in when you didn't plan for skyscrapers in the beginning. Now, I think it's a 5 and a 4 I have in here. Yeah. Then is that enough for a mud pit? No, it's a 3 by 3. Okay. This doesn't hurt to extend it some more. Is there another 3 there? Yeah. Okay, so let's put the 4 in like that. The 5 in over there. Then, oh man, if I had one more space, I could have had them like that. I guess we don't really have to have more food storage. Forgot I had all that stuff wedged in there. Okay, let's do this. Let's do a double platform. Then can we get a 6 off that way? We can. That'll clip the... I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's just do a little thing like that. Then we put our 4 there back in. We could put a 6 there. Then we need... We want it at the corner. I mean, everything is lined up right here, so maybe we should just keep it lined up. Then put a 3 like that. Then... we can put in several mud baths. Well, that's our path, so... It's not... Oh, let's just do it from this side. Yes... Feel like that's screwed it all up. That's gonna drive me bonkers. But I'm not moving that. Okay, and then let's put a bulletin board there. Let's put a statue there. Then we'll get a scarecrow. And a lantern, I guess? Is that good enough? I guess that should be good enough, right? It's gonna drive me bonkers. I mean, yes, I could drop that, but whatever. Let's just let it build. That's fine. Yes, build faster, beavers. Okay, let's see. That should be all well-being items unlocked. I do need to build, another carousel, another agora, just to get their numbers right. We do have some decoration stuff, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Do want to put this Fountain of Joy in too, but I guess I can wait till I beat the game for that. Man, that bled out our water fast. Although this is still holding. I mean, we do have 4 days. I don't know if I have enough water. I may actually have to build just a big tank. Or like a bunch of these big water reservoirs and a bunch of pumps. Just to keep the stuff green. They have not been making much progress on this since I've started building other stuff, so hopefully they chill out a little bit with that. Oh man, they're making so much progress in this stupid tunnel. It's ridiculous. I love it. And because it's only a 3 wide path, I never have to worry about the numbers of how far stuff is spaced or any of that nonsense. Just give me all those planks back. I'm not suffering from droughts or bad tides anymore. So I guess that's a win. I would have liked to have this built to sustain us a little bit better, but I can't really drop this water level too much or it just ends up being in this tunnel that's down here. So that doesn't help me. It might have helped if I made this as deep as this, and this was all like that tall water. Then that would have been a lot of water, but I'm not rebuilding that. No. That's a good for thinking in the future type of deal for a different playthrough. Yeah, because that's only. Well, I guess I could drop this one more level to make it just a little bit deeper. I don't know if that really matters. I mean, it kind of does, but I mean, I could could clear out the ground underneath it, underneath this plateau, and just have water fill that whole basin. And you just only see this little pond. So that might be worth it. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, technically, this tunnel. I mean, well, it is making all this green, so it is useful. But it's not necessary now that I put in all these windmills. Speaking of windmills, I guess I should finish putting them all in. I don't even need any more. But aesthetically, it's going to drive me bonkers if I don't have them all there, so in they go. This sluice? Oh, it is forced on Oaken, huh? I forgot when I did that. Good call. I'm glad you noted, you remembered that. I have a very, very bad memory. I got in an accident when I was a kid, so touch of brain damage causes your memory not to work as good as it should. So I'm glad there's actually someone in chat telling me these things, because I probably would have gone several episodes until I realized that was left open. Alright, 1.5 days. Not too bad. You guys are getting low on water. I guess I technically could put one of these in to help fill this up a little bit. I mean, it is kind of doing that. Is it actually flowing to all levels like it should be? Okay, that is working, right? Yeah, I put a dam on each level just so that there's always water in there. Because before it was just pouring the water all out. So that works really good. Just having a single dam at the end. And this could be built as high as we want it, but we don't need food anymore, so I could build it up and put more trees out there, but we only have a day left. I was going to empty this, let this drain into here, but it is only a day. I guess technically I could get rid of these sluices here too now since I don't use them anymore. Nah, it's fine. Beavers have enough to do without me adding more to their plate. Oh yeah, we're almost on the final stretch of this right here. It's fantastic. I wish they would just use the planks that were here. They don't. Yeah, one final stretch, and then we'll have extra power that we don't need anymore. Guess we could start putting dynamite out. Can you not reach all of these trees? No, you can't. All right. In the meantime, put dynamite everywhere we can. Do love me some dynamite. Oh, I'll put a small storage in there for planks. Yeah, that probably would have been a good idea, but they're almost done now. I do normally like to have a storage. Like when I built this aqueduct, I had plank storages and wood storage up here. And this area, I mean, they're pretty close. So they don't really. They probably would go faster, but I don't really need it to go faster, so I'm not super worried about it. Oh, they do like placing that dynamite though. They're so quick. I love playing in fast forward. They're so fast. They almost got it all done already. That's so crazy. I mean, I do have like almost 100 builders, or no. Let's see. Probably 40, 50 builders. Yeah, I mean, if I needed this, like if I was doing a major tunneling project where I was gonna have water, then I would have blocked this and then had a staircase go down and keep it all dry. I love the grass freaking out whenever you get more water in there. Now, if I need to, I can fill this line with dirt and make this a 3, but I don't think I'll need to. Wow, look at that army. So good. I love it. Ooh, have I put in more jobs than I have beavers? That's a first. I almost always have unemployed beavers. I mean, a bunch of them just died of old age. That's why I have the gap right now, but no. 15 and 17 is 32, right? No. Yeah, 32. So yeah, we should have 10 unemployed beavers if all of this is if all the beavers were working. We are at 40. When's your guys' next longevity boost? Let me pause so I can select one of you guys. You get 100% at 47. Oof. Never mind. I guess 50% movement speed wouldn't be out of the question. You should be working at 160%. For whatever reason, you are only at 37 instead of 40. Still are not making enough maple pastries. How is it that you are not getting any campfire, roof terrace, contemplation spot, or agora time? But you are getting dance hall time. I bet it's because you live on the upper floors of the apartment complex, don't you? Yeah, I'm using the big ones. You're not getting books either? That's fine. Yeah, I use the triple lodges. I mean, honestly, with me personally, like, I have quite a few extinction level events happen while I play. I am still a noob in that sense. Like, I've had all 300 of my beavers die, except for like 8 beavers, like 2 or 3 times now with just this run. You don't even want to look back at my Iron Teeth run before the pre-experimental run. Man, I think we probably had an extinction 8 times or so. Like it was just so many. Thankfully, it's not I able to keep at least like 5 beavers or whatever so that they can repopulate again. But man, that is one thing that I struggle with is the fact that I kill every one of my damn beavers so many times. So losing a couple of old age to me is just whatever. as long as as long as it's not, you know, 310 beavers dead for surviving, then it's all good. You know, if you guys have made that much progress with that, I bet you Underground Farm has probably gotten a lot of progress too. Oh yeah, it has. Oh yeah, it has. Okay. Um, so many planks that they just don't have access to right now either. Good. Probably delete some of this stuff. They're almost done, so once they get this last row in, then I can delete everything on this upper level and just drop this down a bunch. And I think that should let them be able to grab all the rest of the supplies. Maybe not these ones over here, but once this is down a level, then I can just put another staircase off the side here, and that'll let them get down to the bottom. Because all of this will go eventually, except for whatever pillars are supporting things. Why are you doing that? Not these ones over here. Oh, you're too far from district. Okay, fair enough. Oh, I was gonna wait to do this level, huh? because I didn't know if I was going to have this all be underground. Well, doesn't matter now. They've already started, so it is what it is. But, I mean, this is such a huge underground farm. It's like it's it's bigger than all my other farms combined. I probably could grow trees down here. Oh no, they would be flooded, huh? No, not if I had them up on the next level. So if I decide to extend this back more, I could grow trees and stuff down there too. That's fine. Alright, let's focus on the one that's almost done, though. Okay, you guys are making pretty decent progress. Let's get you some more path. Alright, how is everything else going? The mine is built, but there's no peoples. Isn't there... I could have swore there was another recipe for the mine. Is that only for the iron teeth? I guess that's only for iron teeth, huh? That's fine. We still have... Oh, we have no scrap right now. Okay, pause you. I thought I had another pile of scrap somewhere. Did I actually just harvest all the ruins? Oh, there's a little bit down there, but that's nothing. I did harvest all the ruins. Well, shut the front door. Okay. Well, in that case... I don't need this stuff anymore. I like that you can delete that and they'll still be able to pick up water. Oh, they removed the science points from the mine? Ah. That's kind of a bummer. You get to a point and you just don't need science anymore. In fact, whoa, come on, game. I know there's a lot going on, game, but you can keep up. Let's just unlock everything. And then we can delete all that stuff that we don't need anymore. I'm never going to make bots, but I'll unlock them anyways. Everyone raves about grav batteries, but when I built them, they did essentially nothing. I like how I never unlocked double floodgates. That's hilarious. I just don't use them. Oh, what? Run out of science? Well, shoot. Why is the water not flowing? There it goes. Okay. That's taken care of. Oh, well, I'm not going to build bots, so that's less of a problem for me. Why have you not cut down these trees? They are marked. Oh, get over there and work, dude. So many people have died of old age. I mean, they were living to be like 90 something years old, almost 100 years old. I've never heard of a beaver that lived that long, so I would say that's a plus. I mean, look at these people. They're all at 87, 88. Ooh, you're 89. Zenma. Okay. You do have a 46. Oh, there's a 90. There's some 92s. So yeah, they're almost 100 years old. That's pretty good if you ask me. Yeah, the bots just don't work right for me. I don't know. I've only built them the one time, and it just seemed like way too much work for something that I could just get beavers to do. I didn't see the value, but also I'm still pretty new at all this stuff, so maybe I just didn't implement them correctly. I mean, ideally, I would assume you get to your population limit with how much food and water you can get, and then you put in bots. Oh, maybe that's why. Because the only bots that I've ever made were with the Iron Teeth. So, and they just sucked. They worked the same amount of time that a regular beaver did, and I was like, well, they're robots. They should work 24 hours a day, but they need chargers all the time. So, I mean, ideally, you would have a population limit of beavers because of food and water constraints. And then if you wanted to have more jobs, you'd have the bots to do that. But I don't know. I just don't really have those problems, I guess. I don't have the need for a bot when I have the beavers. Sure do got a lot of power now because I'm putting all these stupid windmills in. And once this water starts a flowing, oh boy, are we gonna have water. Speaking of which, I probably should get the dam and stuff set up now. Question is, how am I gonna get the beavers down there? Okay, what I will do, since they are still building, let me pause real quick. Delete that path. Actually, I needed to delete on the other side as well. Put in a quick little thing like that and put that in and connect the path back up and have them build that. And then the water level should manage itself properly until I can put the dams in at the top. Still have 9 open jobs, but I don't know what those jobs are. Guess there's one person missing from the aquatic farmhouse. Now that I have tons of food, that doesn't matter that much. Foresters don't have anybody in them. Probably should make them max priority since I always need wood. I have very few hauling posts this time too. Usually I have way more. There's nobody in this lumberjack place. Does that mean that this guy is done up here? No? Why didn't you get this one right there? You know what? Whatever. Okay, that level is almost all done. Probably got to get that piece right there in. Alright, so we're only missing a couple pieces of dynamite and then we'll be able to have a bunch more space to grow probably trees, since that's all I really need right now. Okay, they got that built. They're almost done over here. Last 4 pieces. Then we should check. Okay, we got about an average of 130 before we put water in there. About 2,000 horsepower without wind power. Just waiting. It's gotta be daytime. I like to give myself moments like this where I'm just waiting on the one thing to finish and ignoring all my other building projects, because then when I go back to the other building projects, I'm surprised by how much they've done. Oh yeah. There's the water. There it goes. Ooh, look at that. I mean, it won't stay at 400, obviously. Or maybe it will. We got more than double the horsepower just by connecting that. Alright, let's clean up this tunnel. Get these planks. You know, I might leave those 2 planks, actually. Because it does look kind of cool having that there. I might get rid of it. I don't know. We'll see how I feel about it later. Whoa. Camera. Okay, so. That is done. Now that that's done, we can... Oh, wait. Let's make sure they got all the resources out of there first. Did you get everything out of there? You clean up that tunnel? Yes, you guys did. Okay, good. Stupid path. I am tempted to put a dam up here on the top so that this holds more water. Or maybe sluices. But I don't really know if I care. Maybe I should care. I would prefer dams, but for it to function properly, it needs the sluices. Problem is figuring out the right depth. I guess 1.65 wouldn't be too bad, because that means that's the level of dams. Both? Why would it need both? I mean, I guess ideally it would need both, but I didn't really build this for the with that intention in mind. Uh, guess I could rework it. I mean, I get why you would need both. I don't want to have to rebuild this whole thing, this end piece again. Because for it to work the way I want it to, I would need to do a lot of stuff here. Because this is hollow. So I would have to build. I have to build a level right here. So I could put the sluices here, the dam on top of this piece. So the sluices would be one back. Although, can water flow down a sluice? Like from the top? Only from the back, huh? Oh. I could do that, huh? That would probably be better. It's thinking too one-dimensionally. Thank you. Close above 1.5 so that the water will go through the dam normally. Yes. Think that should work. You say you're close, but water's still flowing out of that. Why? Okay. That works a little bit better. I mean, it's not a ton of water. Like I do feel like I need more, but I guess we'll find out once the bad tide happens. I mean, worst case scenario, we could always put a mechanical fluid pump like up here somewhere and pump the water from this big old holding tank into here. Well, now you can't say that you haven't seen it yourself because you've seen it yourself. Now these can reach not all that. Okay, that's fine. We can put in some lumberjacks on this side. Now, if we want to keep this green, we should probably put dams here, which is gonna suck because I got rid of the only access to that area right now. So what we're gonna have to do is that, and then a double, and then they should be able to reach both of those, I hope. Problem is, can you get these planks from the other side? I want you to get those first. Because I don't trust you guys, I'm just gonna delete that. Did you get it? Okay, good. Oh, that is a slight issue. Because this is over our drain, any water that comes down is just going to go down here first. I mean, I guess it's okay, because this is only supposed to keep this area green. Ooh, put that dynamite in there. Make that a high priority. Then we can delete, actually, we can just delete that now to get this one in. All right, awesome. Okay. Let's detonate there, there, and there. And kaboom. Oh no, my computer did not like it. uh, all right, got that done now. Because I don't like to waste resources, we'll just throw a couple of those in. Cut down those trees. How's our pine resin going? Slowly, huh? Okay, that's fine. What we will do is... Well, problem is I have too many sunflower seeds, so it might just be easier to tell them to get rid of all this stuff. No, they're nowhere even close on the treaty planks. They still got another 1,000 to go. So, you guys are actually harvesting these carrots, so I kind of am tempted to just let them finish doing that. We need pine trees. Okay, that should increase. I mean, there's nothing for you to do. What are these? Fine, whatever. Just get rid of them. There, just freed up 3 jobs. Okay, so it'll take them a little bit of time to get all these in there, but that should double our pine resins. I mean, we could always put in a big forest over here somewhere, but did I not mark these for cutting? Oh my god. We do actually have 2,000 logs now, which is amazing. We almost never have that much wood. Which means I kind of want to put in some more log storage just while we have extra wood. I mean, ideally, I don't really want to have all these stupid builder sets in here. I just kind of threw them in there to get stuff finished, but I guess if we had to, throw in a pile over there for logs. Why not? It's not the best place for it, and I probably should start stacking these now that I know how to, but I think it'll be okay. Both these are making books, but they're really slow. Why do you not have enough power? The hell? Oh, duh. No water, no wind. That's why there's no power. You know, grav batteries might actually work with these people because of the downtime with the wind. They might be able to supplement the winds. Although the most I ever got was 500 horsepower. No matter how many of these grav batteries I put in, no matter even if they're at the 36,000 or 360,000 or whatever the max was for the grav batteries, still only got 500 horsepower out of them. So I don't know if that's worth it, to be honest. No, what I'm saying is that okay, say if you put a grav battery down, right? The amount of power output, the total of all the grav batteries, uh, is only 500 horsepower. You can't get more than that from what I did the last time. They'll only supplement 500 horsepower, no matter how many you have. So, what do you mean no? Uh, I mean, I get what you're saying is that you could have up to 1 million horsepower of buildings connected to that battery, and it can supply to it. But what I'm saying is that if you have a network like this, where say the total network supply is 3,000, right? If you put in batteries along the top, if all this shuts down and all the batteries and only the batteries are running, no matter how many batteries you have, the maximum amount of power that's being supplied to the network would only be 500 horsepower. Or at least that's all I could get out of it. And then they only last uh like barely a day. Yeah, I'm not saying that they won't power the network. I know that they'll power the network. What I'm saying is the amount of power that's being produced from the batteries is only equivalent to 500 horsepower of this. Well, yes, they can power the entire network, and yes, they do. They have an equivalent exchange. I'm saying that when I had the batteries set up, I had, I don't know, like 20 batteries or something like that. And when the power went off because there was a drought or whatever, only the batteries were running, and the maximum network power supply was 500 horsepower. Like the supply was 500. The demand was still whatever the demand was. Oh, so you're saying that the battery output is not displayed through the supply and demand network power? It's only ah okay. Well, maybe. I don't know. Bro, like I said, I only used them one time, and I probably was not uh using them properly. If what you're saying is true, then I was just not. I never looked at the buildings themselves to see how much power input they were receiving when the batteries were connected. I was only looking at the supply and demand network because they were networked in to the same network. So I just assumed that their usage would be displayed here as well. It's possible that I didn't see it. You guys have made no treated planks, but a bunch of gears. Well, I guess you don't really have pine resin. That's fair. Because if batteries work the way that you're saying that they work, then I could just throw them along the line up here and then dynamite out underneath them to give them a maximum charge rate. I'm not really desperate for power though. I was when I was playing with the Iron Teeth. That's why I was so critical of them. I don't know. Maybe I'll mess around with them again and see if it functions the way that you said. Because shit, anything that'll help is better, honestly. Oh, you've already cut down those trees? Oh, you guys are fast. I mean, I can say that I'll remember that, but I know for a fact that I'll never remember. Hopefully, you stop in one day when I'm actually playing with them. They'll help me figure out exactly how many of those batteries I'm gonna need. Because right now, I this is like the least amount of power that I've ever really used. In my Iron Teeth, I had I want to say like 15,000 supply, maybe almost 20,000 supply, and using almost all of it too. Is the water back yet? There it is. Okay, it's coming. I'm just impatient. Did you guys get this built? Yes. Okay, so I can get rid of this. It's got a path on top. Let me delete it. Stupid. Okay. Okay, that's done. Go check on my underground farm. Jesus. Okay, you finished all of that. So now I gotta figure out where can I delete stuff. Okay. All right, excellent. I'm assuming I need most of those. So I'm just gonna leave those be. I wonder how many of these can be deleted. Probably none of them, right? Okay, so we'll leave that strip there. What about you? Nope. You? Nope. Okay. Okay. Not ideal, but it works. Alright, but we got a massive amount of planks. So just to make this easier, send some random paths out here just to pick up all this resource that's lying around. Okay, they're pretty much done with that. Just a matter of getting those resources out of there now. And then deleting a couple of those things. Once these 20 children grow up, we can get the mine working again. Why don't you have water? You don't fill all the way. These, I guess they're not complaining. I was just, my brain saw dead trees and was like, there's no water, but it's just, they haven't replanted them. I don't know if I really need more oak trees, to be honest. Yeah, we'll put them in case we need them later. Yeah, they are replanting just slowly. That's fine. Okay, how's our maple going? We have a full thing of maple. Are you not making... We have like no maple pastries. Why are you not making maple pastries? Why are you not doing your job? You're literally not working. Why? Wheat flour. Why do I not have enough wheat flour? How much cattail flour do I have? I have a lot. Do I switch one of these to cattail? Oh, I just don't have enough wheat? Seriously? The thing that I had an extreme surplus of, I don't have anymore? Alright. In that case, move sunflowers because we have way too many sunflowers. Guess we could go back to being all wheat up here. I didn't realize that my super surplus of wheat wasn't enough. I mean, I could just leave these and plant the wheat over in the new area. Nah. This will be enough wheat. I don't really want to worry about it. No, these don't even need power. These run on logs, which is funny because I didn't realize that, and I have them all connected to the power grid, and that's unnecessary. They didn't even need to be here. I could remove all these and put them someplace else. Now I have 1,000 cattails. Well, that was foolish. I didn't realize that these didn't need power. I jammed them in here and destroyed Mountain to put them in, and I didn't even need to do that. Whatever, it's fine. I just need this stuff to be done so that I can... You know what? I'm so impatient. I have 12,000 food. I don't really care. Normally I would never do this, but I have so much surplus right now of food that it seems pointless to sit around waiting for them to eventually harvest this nonsense. And I love having so many builders when they actually can just do something. Like they just haul, they just completely remove an entire section. It's so good. Except now I have to worry about the stupid not being close enough to a thing. Yeah, that's what I was saying, is that it would take forever for them to actually get a lower amount, like to lower the amount of surplus that we have to be able to actually use all that stuff. So I guess it's worth it to delete it. Let me put wheat back in. Okay, and that should definitely be enough wheat. You guys missed a spot. There we go. All right. Okay, I think this is gonna be a good place to call it for today. I've Oh, look how much progress they made on this thing. So good. That'll be definitely done by next time. And if we need to add more pine trees, we can. We have plenty of space to do it now. You can be paused because I don't need to do anything. So yeah, I think that's a good place to call it. So until next time, if you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, join Discord so you know what time I'm streaming at, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.